Shebahn's back with us. Hi, Shebahn.
Good morning.
That was my first job on the radio. Was
it?
Travel reporter?
Travel reporter. Wow.
Was it really?
For Glasgow and the West. Yeah.
I know, but we're a joke. We don't have any real traffic problems, do we?
Don't you talk about the White Cart Viaduct like that, Ali McCoist?
I know.
Cart Viaduct.
I know the White Cart Viaduct.
When you're saying we, you're just referring to Scotland.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Well, I don't know an awful lot about the travel of our good friends through in the east at Edinburgh and things like that. But I imagine at rush hour. But we don't really in Glasgow, do we?
Well, where you are, you'd be all right. Are you the old Whirlies? Is that near you?
Oh, the Whirlies. The Whirlies. Roundabout. The Whirlies roundabout.
Jeff.
I know.
Honestly.
Well, no, just don't get me started on traffic in England or roads in England. Please, please,
Oh,
please.
man. No, I'm refusing to go there. See potholes. Don't want to talk about them.
The roads are a mess.
Shambles.
A mess.
Absolute shambles.
Well, you try driving anywhere after 10 o'clock in the evening and every motorway is closed, and everyone has sort of average speed checks on it.
Oh, man, see the ones that say Hamilton 30 mile an hour on the M74, 30 miles an hour on the M74 for about, it must be an 8-9 mile stretch.
And that's the thing, all of the cones get laid out, but then I can't see anyone there.
No.
So I'm like, who put these cones out and then went up the road? No offence, workies on the roads today. Probably not your fault. Anyway, back pages. It's not about the travel reports this morning, but there's a lot of teams on the roads in Europe tonight. So change of art is the back page of the Sun. PSV Eindhoven against Arsenal. Mikel and Timber Roar. We're gonna step up. Josh Kroenke made a visit to Arsenal training ground yesterday. The co-owner of the club.
That'll help. Goodness me.
By
Does that
the
put
way,
the fear
has he
into you, or what does that do?
No, I think if he plays through the middle as a number 9, that'll do him a turn, I would have thought.
Also back page of the Times, Arsenal lacked winning edge. These are the words of former Tottenham winner Ivan Perisic. He now plays at PSV. Arsenal chances of winning silverware this season realistically low, and now rest entirely on the Champions League. That's Tom Allnut, back page of the Times. What would be a good season for Arsenal considering where they are now, and do you think they can go further in the Champions League?
I think they can get through this tie. I definitely think they can get through this tie. Who did Eindhoven beat last time? Was it Juventus to beat?
Yeah.
And Percy scored he scored one and maybe in two, scored a good goal. But do you know something? And I genuinely hope it doesn't happen. But see if it's a lack of number 9 that Arsenal knocked out this tournament, that is an absolute disaster. I tell you,
I think it's inevitable. It will be, though, don't you, Ali? I mean, where are the goals coming from?
No, I know. I mean, I think they'll have enough over the 2 games to get through.
Maybe, and PSV have been really up and down this season.
Yeah.
Domestically, been very up and down.
They get beat Saturday, they beat the weekend.
They did, yeah.
Go ahead, Eagles or something.
So, but even against PSV, I do scratch my head and think, okay, where are the goals coming from? There's a piece in one of the papers, I think it might be the Times, about Martin Odegaard's form as well. And last season, 22 goals and assists. This season in the Premier League, 2 goals, 3 assists.
Yeah, no, and that's
what a
the
drop
thing.
off that is.
No Bukayo Saka as well. Even if he is given the service, there's nobody there on the end of it to try and do something with it. And that's the thing, we were discussing this earlier on. It's not all on Martin Odegaard. There's a number of problems there for Arsenal, but the fact they've not got a striker just does not help. Who wants more misery from Manchester United? This is just irritating. It's one of those things. Hindsight's a wonderful thing. Charlotte Dunker, back page of the Times. United failed to register Obi for Europe. The emerging striker Chido Obi is ineligible to play for Manchester United in the Europa League knockout games because the club failed to register him. Sounds bad, doesn't it? But he did make his debut against Spurs on the 16th of February, and the club were to submit their new players by the 6th of February, so it all happened a little bit. If it's just one of those things.
I think it looks more one of those things than anything else. I don't think they thought for a minute
we're not registering him.
They need a 17-year-old kid, whatever it is, to rely on for European football to find their goals. But it just seems another bad break for United fans. I thought I only saw the highlights. I thought the kid looked okay when he came on. Yeah,
looks really good. Yeah,
he looked lively. What
he had chances, but the fact that they haven't registered him for Europe, that's not going to determine whether they win the Europa League or not. It's all of the others on the pitch that's the problem,
Actually, Martin Lipton, exclusive back page of the Sun today. Manchester United face a financial black hole of 100 million or more unless Ruben Amorim's flops win the Europa League. Would you put a tenner on that?
No.
Oh God,
I'm not sure they'll get through the next round in current form.
Real Sociedad, decent football inside. What, mid-table?
Yeah.
In the Spanish league at the moment, they got thumped at the weekend, but
it looks like it's mid-table versus mid-table, really, isn't it? That's what it is.
It is. Just on the basis of that performance against Fulham, I wouldn't put my money on Manchester United winning any game at the moment because they were so poor.
Yeah. No, it gets worse, it seems.
I've got to say, we spoke about it briefly yesterday. I mean, Fernandes is the one player that he turns up. You know, he'll give you a goal, he'll give you a free kick, he'll give you something. But apart from that, I thought his goal at the weekend was a brilliant strike. I really did. It was a tremendous goal. But he's the only one. It's the only one you look at. If they need something, they have nothing else. I don't have anything else.
No.
Up front, Højlund looks, sadly, just looks lost. Just looks lost. It's horrible.
They're probably going to have to depend on him. Well, in the Europa League, it's him or Xerxes, or they change the system again.
Well, I'm not sure he'll change the system, that's for sure.
Worrying times if you are a Manchester United fan, that is for sure. Thanks, Shebahn.
Cheers.
And that was a look at today's back pages with Tesco Mobile for Business.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.